Hello, everyone. This is Andre Smith, and I have come back to the land of YouTube to bring to you another art video. This project right here that I'm getting to work on is of current WWE Superstar Dean Ambrose. Let me get this done here. Basically, he is currently on the Raw brand, and interesting point, he was him, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns came up together from NXT as part of a faction called the Shield, which in my opinion is one of the best groups, factions, what have you, that ever stepped foot in a WWE ring. And the interesting thing about that is this past Monday on Raw, him, Seth, and Roman actually got back together after several years and reformed the group, which I admit I geeked out. Before I get too far ahead of that, you're trying to get these flats laid down here. Anyway, brief history lesson on Dean Ambrose. He first gained notoriety. Alright. Slight miscue there. Anyway, before he went to WWE, he gained notoriety on the independent circuit as John Moxley. Amongst other promotions he competed in was Combat Zone Wrestling, or CZW. They are known for extreme hardcore wrestling and very, very brutal stuff. I saw a few CZW matches on DVD a while back, and I must say it's definitely not for the weak at heart, so to speak. And then, after spending time there, he went into what I believe was at the time FCW, WWE's developmental / farm system, where he did battle with his future Shield mates and Rollins and Reigns. And I would have to say he's done pretty good for himself. He held U.S. title, the ICE Intercontinental title, even held the WWE Championship for a while. Another interesting tidbit, all three members of the Shield at one point or another have held the WWE title, which I thought was pretty cool. One thing about this process, if you want, like right there, like if you want this this process to turn out right, you had to really be proficient in, getting precise with these lines and everything, so that you can get as much detail into this as you possibly can. And as you can well see, I'm still trying to get this down pat. I'm a bit better at it than I used to be, but you know, as all artists are, I'm a work in progress. And the one thing I can continue to do is just to keep on practicing and practicing and practicing. Wow, why did I do that? Let me see here. Well, I guess that's gonna have to do. And let me see what kind of flat color I would like to add on to Mr. Lunatic Fringe here. That's his nickname in WWE. Oh, hold on. All right. Oh well, I guess I'll just go with this. Let's see here. Wait a minute, dear. Let me move this layer down. Okay, that's more like what I would want to do. Against my better judgment, I'm going to try something here. I don't think he worked too well with a pink background, but never know, right? Let's see what we got here. Forgive me, I'm trying to do some sort of experimentation here, and so far it's not working quite as well as I would like for it to be. So here's what I'm going to do. For right now, let me try something here. Yeah, that'll work for now. All right. Of course, this will be subject to change. Let's see. Throw on my details layer here. Now I'm gonna get to what to me is one of the most difficult parts of doing this, which is the head. I will confess that I feel a tad bit rusty doing this since since I haven't actually done like a step by step or or normal video rather regarding this process. And a while back I did try to do a time lapse video of Pennywise from the movie It. Hopefully y'all got to at least see the picture anyway. And I was gonna add music to it, but the unfortunate thing with that was all the music I had they were like real short songs, like a minute or two, and I'm like, and the time lapse was much longer than that, so I held off on doing that. Now, of course, maybe later on, if I find some music that I can actually, that I think will actually mesh well with the time lapse that I attempted to do, maybe I'll go ahead and post that up for y'all guys. It seemed kind of cool how that went down, and I just got it just on the computer, just waiting to be used. So my next on my list is to try and get that up and running. As you can see, I don't usually just use a set color palette. I usually use the reference photo as my color palette, so to speak. I want to try and get things as accurate as I possibly can, and once in a while I usually just try to improvise on the color and everything if I feel like the color that I do not capture would be sufficient. But for the most part, this is my process I normally do. Trying to get these eyes, those evil, sick, twisted eyes. Not too shabby. This one is darker. Very sinister. All right. As far as things that I've been up to lately, like I said, I did a Pennywise picture not too long ago, and I've been, doing some thinking, brainstorming, research, whatever you want to call it, in regards to sorry, in regards to whether how I can go about doing this for a living and all. I will say that that it will take some time. It will take some work. It will take some dedication, and I have no problem with any of that. For those who do not know, I currently work at Walmart as a cart pusher, and this is something I like to do, at whenever I have time to do it in between, a marriage and dealing with two little grandchildren, both of them girls. I try to, do what I can whenever I can. And yeah, like I said earlier, my hope is to one day do this for a living. It's going to take time. It's going to take some effort, but I have enough belief in myself to do it. Of course, belief is not enough. You're gonna need to put in the work and everything. And one thing I've definitely discovered in life, no matter how talented you are, at the end of the day, you have to put in the work to get anywhere. And it is, I guess, and not in just art, but in life as well. You can't just lay around and say, "Well, I got the talent, so I think it is owed to me to go and do this art thing." No, it doesn't quite work like that. I'm sure it'll make things a lot easier for some folks, but gotta put in the work, and that's something I strive to do. Something that, well, I admit I'm not exactly perfect at, but I try my best. At the end of the day, that's all any of us can do is try our best. All right, got the eyes down for the most part. Let's see. Let me see here. Try and add a little bit more depth, detail to this. All right. That's it for the eyes of the lunatic fringe Dean Ambrose. And in my next video, I will be continue working on the head of him and his hair and all that good stuff. And that's it for now. And until then, I'll see y'all later, and I'll come back again for that next video. Until then, take care.